Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Do you love Moody Radio and Mornings with Brian? Consider a gift to share today. Call or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
It's the final full day of Spring Share 2025. We're excited. Lauren,
Yes.
update us on the match you had running here.
You got it. So we had a $1 for $1 match. There was $1,000 available, and it was for gifts of any size. Okay, sometimes we're like a little bit more, sometimes we're like gifts of all size. We met the match! Woo! With 10 minutes to spare.
Very
You did
nice.
it! Thanks to Marion Clinton and Nicole in Manaway, Tammy in Strasburg, Teresa in Cleveland, Rosalind in Akron, Linda in Uniontown, Maria in Cleveland. Yay!
I am so excited to see Manaway pop up.
Yeah.
Haven't seen much of Manaway this year, but it's a great town. I go there all the time. Love those people. You got your R44 coffee. Everybody loves that. I just talked to somebody who will actually drive all the way to Manaway just because he loves the coffee there.
Really?
Yeah.
From how far?
Garrettsville.
Let's not start with the fork and plate again. How about you go ahead and put that on the ground?
People don't mind that.
I do.
They tell me.
I am people and I mind.
Who's telling you this?
No one said it, but I feel it. I feel it that they like that. Okay, so
You bang the table too much to be doing all that.
I said that I have a surprise
Thanks to Kathy
for
in
you.
Brunswick.
Thank you, Kathy.
Ooh, my neighbor,
Oh,
Medina in Brunswick, right next door.
Is that where they
I
make-
go to church in Brunswick at
Oh, you
Polaris.
do?
Yeah.
so you're allowed to claim Brunswick as yours.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you, Kathy.
do they make like bowling alleys there?
No,
Or
that's-
bowling balls?
Brunswick Corporation is not located in Brunswick, oddly enough. Not
Well, that's
Brunswick,
dumb.
Ohio. Maybe Brunswick, New Jersey, or
Oh, okay.
one of the other Brunswicks.
Well, it's a mistake on the company's part.
It is, because there are great people in Medina County who would love to make bowling balls.
That's
Who
absolutely
wouldn't
true.
want to make bowling balls?
I know. It's a good point. Now, I promised something special, and since we made this particular goal,
Let's see it.
I've got some dad jokes.
No,
All right.
nobody
Yes.
wanted that.
Okay, first one. What's the best kind of music to listen to when fishing? Anyone? Something catchy.
Oh, very good.
Catchy fish.
Yeah.
Daria,
Yes.
I get it. I just don't think it's all that funny.
tell that one to Jimmy today, your husband. Okay, why do dads take an extra pair of socks when they play golf?
I know that one.
Go ahead, Ron.
In case I get a hole in one.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy would love that one, Daria. Okay. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay, Lauren? Because then they'd be bagels.
Yes.
You're trying not to laugh. I can see it. Watch the live stream. Text live to us. You can see it. She's trying not to laugh. What comes once a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? It's a riddle, dad joke.
A moment. Say it again.
What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
The letter M.
Well done.
Wow. Brian's,
You're so
Brian's
embarrassed you got
so
that
mad.
right.
No, that's not a joke. That's a riddle.
Brian's so mad.
No, I'm excited for Daria that she's mad that she knew it.
I thought about it for a second and I figured it out.
I'll never forget my favorite dad joke was one that Daria taught to her husband, Jimmy.
I did not teach this. Stop bringing my husband into this.
He told you it was your idea.
It was not. He's wrong. He forgets things sometimes.
Hey, Ron.
Leave my husband's name out of your mouth.
Ron, what's brown and sticky?
A stick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daria, for that great
No,
joke.
he
Gimme
told me
jokes.
this multiple times while
The
we were
JJs.
dating and forgot he'd ever told me and insists I came up with it, which I did not. That is a lie.
New segment, JJ's. Jimmy's jokes.
No, we don't. Nobody needs that.
Don't do that to me, Lauren.
Joke so fast, you'll freak.
Lauren, are you teasing? I really would like
I can reach
that.
out to Jimmy and ask him for some jokes.
Like, you just have to call in
Oh, he has to call in now.
and share a
Okay.
couple with us.
He usually works when I'm on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. His work opens at 6 a.m.?
They open at 6:30.
Oh, got him.
Oh.
Got him so good.
He's on his way when I'm already here.
Okay, well, I guess he can, I don't know, multitask?
Leave Jimmy out of this.
Oh! JJ's, Jimmy's jokes. Okay, so we have some more thank yous.
Yes.
Yes, Delpha and Mogador, Amy in Hartville, Kathy in Brunswick, Mary in Nicole, Mary in Clinton, Nicole in Manway, yay! Mary in Nicole, yay!
Yeah, and Hartville, we love Hartville and Mogador. Oh, so great. What about you? We need your financial support this final full day.
Yeah.
Spring Share 2025. I just gave you some great dad jokes for your repertoire to use today in your life. Isn't that worth a gift to share?
Dave Safransky talks about getting a return on your investment, and he wants you to do that, seek out the best return. Well, your investment in Moody Radio Cleveland provides you things like Walkworthy, Reclaim, or Renew rather, and dad jokes from Brian. A steady supply so you never
It
run
is steady.
dry.
What more could you want?
Ron.
So let's go. 800-600-9624. Call to donate right now. 800-600-9624. Or you could text the word share to that number. Text share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
And thank you for sharing these topics because they push us, they provoke us. And I think if it provokes us towards love and if it provokes us to a point of repentance, then good. I hope all day long we agitated with this.
Yeah, I have that effect on people. This is Mornings with Brian on the final full day of Share. The whole team is together, and we're grateful for your gifts. 800-600-9624. A really, another one. Regina, Maple Heights. Thanks for your gift.
Yay, thanks, Regina.
A really important text message just came in.
Yes.
In reaction to really oppression. Could you read
That's a
this
bit
for
much.
me, Lauren? Could you read this for me?
Brian, I think you may need to report Lauren to HR. She's discriminating against your free expression of dish clanking.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. People, I told you,
But what
people
if his
like it.
What if his dish clanking is creating a hostile work environment?
I don't think it is.
Because
Touché.
but most of you out there you're listening on your car radios or through your phone. I have this directly in my ears because I'm wearing headphones.
And we work in an audio medium. People don't want to hear dishes clanking around.
Look at
It sounds like Tarzan trash in the camp. Where's Phil Collins?
Doobie-doo, doobie-doo, doobie-doo.
zibbly-bop, diddly-boo, diddly-bee-ba. So we have fun around here. We also, of course, talk about serious things, as that person just indicated in that nice comment. But nonetheless, we're asking for your support. We're trying to keep you pumped up, to believe in the mission and vision of what we're trying to accomplish here on WCRF and have for so many years. And with your support, we'll continue doing it.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Pastor, your church survives on donations. Why in the world would you come on a radio station and ask for people to give money to somebody else?
I come to 103.3 to get, but what am I doing to give? What am I doing to do my part to contribute so that we can keep going? And so I partner with you guys, one, because I really believe in what you're doing, and I love the heart behind it. But if any little contribution I can make can help, with all of us say, hey, we're all doing our little part. If everybody does a little, we're going to do great.
This is Spring Share 2025. It's the final weekday. It's the home stretch. We're on a little bit tomorrow morning, but this is your last chance if you're a weekday listener listening to this show. Has this program blessed you in some way? If you give an amen, this is your chance. We'd love your financial support. It's what keeps us on the air. In that last break there, Loraine was listening to a song called Get On Your Feet.
Correct.
To the point that she is now on her feet.
Yeah, I decided I needed to be on my feet.
I mean, you were inspired.
I was inspired by Gloria.
Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Remember she got in that car accident and then came back on her feet, and it was like this whole, she made that song about the big comeback. It was amazing. You don't remember this? You probably don't.
No.
Because you're too young. Thank you. But we do need you to, in a sense, invest in this opportunity to continue this ministry. And we need those of you to come in at various amounts, whether it's $50 or $100. We know there's more of you out there that can do gifts of
$1,000,
$500, $1,000, $5,000.
We do need those $1,000 gifts. We also need monthly gifts that over the year's time equal $1,000 or equal $2,000. So we'll take both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it really is a way to surprise yourself with your generosity. I've talked about, I did that with my compassion kid. It was like, I was doing taxes, looking at the thing, and I'm like, whoa, look at me. I love little kids. I didn't even know I did it, I mean, I knew I did it, but it's a lot bigger number than I thought at the end of the year. So that's how it works for you. You don't even hardly feel it when you do it that way. And
Thanks
you can
to
set it.
Ryan and Chardon and Tad and Aurora for your gifts.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Now, what about you? Would you help us? I'm talking to you. You're looking around like, yeah, you. Okay, grab your phone. Go to your computer. Quickly, please. Lauren's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Or text the word share to that number. And you can go to moodyradio.org as well. I mean, come
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
We're grateful for 65 years of ministry in Northeast Ohio. Help us continue by calling or texting SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
This is the Mornings with Brian team. We got Ron and Lauren and Daria, and we're asking you to join us with your financial support this final full day of Spring Share. And Daria, we've gotten a bunch of nice comments. We love when you drop in a comment or two.
Yeah, we do. Kathy said, love you guys. I listen every morning. Blessed by your humor and grateful for the challenges as you draw me deeper into the Word and into your topics of discussion. And grateful for the bipartisan approach on political topics, too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Mary says, your ministry has helped me grow spiritually over the years. Thank you for all that you do.
What was Kathy blessed by again? I'm trying to remember.
Humor? You don't own humor, Brian.
I think she does.
Now, we have a lot of benefits for those who give. And this year, we're really trying to zero in on a couple of things. One of them is people giving monthly.
Yes.
And for you to remember, if you're already giving monthly because of inflation, we'd ask you to prayerfully consider increasing that gift. It's easy to do online. One of the options, 3 buttons. It's one-time gift, auto gift, and then increase your auto gift. But also, first-time givers. We're talking about that.
Yes, first-time givers. That's someone who's never donated to this radio station before. We'd love for you to join in. You could be a first-time giver that's monthly or just a one-time gift. But if you are a first-time giver, you're going to get a very special gift, the Moody Bible commentary, an excerpt.
The little baby commentary.
Yes, it's the Gospels, all 4 books of the Gospels together in one book.
But the full commentary
Yeah.
notes. It's not like just the first few
I
chapters.
squealed when I opened it.
Like a fangirl.
Yes, I fangirled over the Moody Bible commentary.
I
Which
mean,
tracks.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
on brand.
Yes.
Brian, pick a verse, any verse. I will show you how you can use this commentary.
See, we haven't done Mark yet.
Okay.
So
Oh, you've been
let's
keeping
do
track.
Mark
Mark, let me know.
5.
Mark
5.
Mark 5:5. Oh, I went to the beginning.
Night and day among the tombs and the hills, he would cry out and cut himself with stones.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Is this the demon possessed man?
I'm pretty sure that's the demon possessed man.
Oh my gosh.
That's not your life verse?
Okay.
I didn't mean to do that.
Mark
honestly.
5:1-5. Jesus and the disciples arrived in the country of Gerasenes, a region largely populated by Gentiles. A demon-possessed man who was dwelling among the tombs met them. His demonic strength kept anyone from being able to bind him, but by night and day his shrieks were heard as he gashed himself with stones. Wow. See, that's what you get to the mood back
I'm so
commentary.
glad I picked up such an uplifting verse today.
What are the odds of that?
But that is what the commentary note. You would know this.
Moody Bible commentary. Learn about demon shrieks. Okay?
There you go. And it's a perfect gift if you know someone who's a new believer. You probably are going to steer them in the Bible to the Gospels and say,
Yes.
start here. And what a perfect aid to say, and if you find something you're not sure about, you find confusing, look it up in the commentary that I'm giving you, which I received as a gift because I was a first-time giver to Moody Radio.
That's how that works.
I actually just bought my full Moody Bible commentary. It's like a study Bible plus.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Very
amazing. To me, it also doubles as a coffee table.
Right.
Not just a coffee table book.
Right.
Because it's so large.
It is. It's massive. It's like the size of a dictionary.
Yeah.
But some, people in your generation might not know what that is.
I think we do.
We know what dictionaries are.
You didn't have to use dictionaries?
Yes, we
Yes, we
did.
did.
For what?
For looking
What else
up
do you use
words.
dictionaries
yeah,
for?
that's what dictionaries are for.
I'm sorry, the internet was around when you guys were little babies?
No, it wasn't.
Well, not you.
I mean, it was, but it wasn't like widely used, and no one knew how it was going to
I don't know about
explode.
that.
Got him so good.
got
Brian,
him
what
so
are we
good.
doing now? It's 7:15.
We got a $1 for $1 match.
Woo!
This is a big one. Okay,
This is a biggie.
how much?
$7,000.
Okay.
Wow.
That's our second largest of this week, okay? $7,000, dollar for dollar match. We got to meet it.
Gifts
Help
of-
us reach the match. It's for gifts of $100 or more.
Okay.
Okay, so these are for the mid-size to big gift givers. We could take several $1,000 gifts right now and several $500 gifts right now. Give a gift now in this dollar for dollar match. 800-600-9624, or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624. And you can go to moodyradio.org to be a part of this match.
Boom shakalaka.
And we know that there are some of you who like to hold on to those larger gifts till the end of the week.
You like to sneak up on us and surprise us.
Yeah. Welcome to the end of the week.
Please surprise us.
It's Friday. It's the final morning show, regular morning show
Yes.
of Spring Share. So this is your shot. We need, again, to reach that $7,000 mark. As Lauren said, we need, for gifts of $100 or more, it's matched. So we need the $100 gifts, but we also need $500 and $1,000 gifts.
No,
right now.
No demon shrieks here, but just Christian shrieks.
Lauren's excited
joy.
shrieks when she saw the excerpt
Yes.
of the Moody Bible commentary.
Which I believe Lauren's excited shriek is kind of like, oh, joy.
It's a little bit more enthusiastic.
Oh, joy.
But it's your gift if you're a first-time donor.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I love the radio station, like the topics that you guys talk about. It gets me thinking. It gets me energized.
I listen to your station a lot, because I love the Lord.
I love it. It's so exciting.
You have such engaging conversations from a Christian perspective, and I love it.
I absolutely love you guys. I listen every day.
I absolutely love you guys.
Thank you for the program, by the way. I absolutely love it.
And I absolutely love it.
Lots of love. We're feeling it. Thank you so much. This is the final weekday, Final full day of Spring Share 2025. You're listening to the Mornings with Brian team here. And Lauren, we're in a big match right now.
Yes, we're in a dollar for dollar match. There's $7,000 available for gifts of $100 or more. Okay, so give a gift of $100, but we're also looking for probably a handful of $1,000 gifts, $500 gifts to help us reach this match, okay? It's a big ask.
It is a big ask.
Yep, but I know we can do it.
He started pushing that, and I heard, is there someone talking? Is what I heard.
Do it again. Do it again.
It's trashing the camp. It's trashing the camp, Phil Collins.
I didn't take time to edit it, so.
This is, okay, explain.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Town.
Okay.
Now, hometown usually refers to where you were born and raised, but it also technically by its verbiage means the town in which your home
Correct.
is.
Exactly.
And for me, technically that means the post office that's connected to my town. Ray from Garrettsville. Garrettsville.
Yay, Ray! Thank you so
Rise
much.
up.
Garrettsville, rise up.
There's been more gifts from Garrettsville than Cuyahoga Falls today.
Today, yeah, but overall, no.
And there's so many more people in Cuyahoga Falls, Lauren.
We're talking about one day. Don't
Yeah,
don't even start to fight with me right now.
Well, because I'd lose.
Yes.
I don't really ever pick fights with you that I intend to finish.
Exactly. Give a gift now and your money will be doubled. We're in a dollar for dollar match. $7,000 available for gifts of $100 or more. So we're going to need a handful, if you will, of $1,000 gifts. If that's you, we'd love for you to join us now to reach this match.
Okay? Let's
Okay.
go. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Be like Ray in Garrettsville, because he's awesome. He's from Garrettsville.
Obviously.
And, because that's kind of where I live, guys. And we need other people to get together here because it's time. We've got this dollar for dollar match. We need to take advantage of it with your help. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Or go online to moodyradio.org. Take advantage of this dollar for dollar match. Gifts of $100 or more.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
often as I can on my way home from my night shift as a nurse, which is a lot. Sometimes I sit in the car just so I can keep listening to you guys because you speak what's happening in the culture and you have a relevant word and you let us hear from the body of Christ all over, and I love it.
Thank you so much. Love hearing from nurses. They're amazing. They're doing so much work.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best.
I remember when, for all 5 of the births, like nurses did 99% of the work, it seemed. Was that your experience, Lauren? For your?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My doctor just like wandered in last minute.
Yeah. Yay, nurses. We love you.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting nurse story.
Oh, good.
About a year ago, my wife was having some surgery on her knee prior to the replacement that she just had. And while she was getting wheeled away from her pre-op room, one of the nurses came over and says, "Are you Ron Eastwood from Moody Radio?" And I'm kind of like, want to engage with her, but I want to follow my wife's gurney too. I'm like, yes, I am. Thanks
Follow
for
my
listening.
wife's gurney.
And then she grabs another nurse. She goes, "This is Ron from the radio program."
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, wow.
And Dana,
Maybe
big
they
hit.
listen at the nurses' station.
Nurses love Ron.
Nurses, hello?
Because everybody loves Ron.
and I could see Dana getting like, "Hey,
Yes. You get over here right now.
Dana, bless.
800-600-9624.
She's being left.
She has to compete with every other woman in Northeast Ohio for her husband's attention.
I
Even
love
when
you,
she's
Ron
going
Eastwood.
into surgery.
Did they tell you they love you?
No, I don't think they use that verbiage. Thankfully, that wouldn't have been good with my wife laying out on a gurney.
Lauren, we've got another gift in our match.
Yes, thank you to Nasai and Garfield Heights.
thank
She
you.
said, I want to
Thank
say hi
you.
to everyone on the radio at WCRF.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We're in a dollar for dollar match for up to $7,000.
What did you and I just do? Did you hear that? Hi. That was so
I hope
weird.
that never happens again.
Wow.
Dollar for dollar match,
Awkward.
$7,000.
I'm kind of like turning embarrassed.
Don't look at
here.
me. $7,000
Ron, you need to clip
available. Gifts of $100 or more, which means we need a couple of $1,000 gifts for sure.
Yes,
So if
please.
that's you, if you're able to do $1,000 or more, we'd love for you to come in right now because we have that match available. And if you give a gift of $9 per month, you could still meet the match.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is the math moment, isn't it?
It's the maths. I memorize. I don't learn the math. Daria said it was almost 9, so that's what it
I
is.
did the math with a calculator.
Yep.
Yeah, I had that legendary professor in college. He goes, somebody's like, "I don't understand this." He goes, "Don't try to understand.
Just memorize.
Just make, listen, memorize."
Yep, exactly.
And we're all like, "What?"
I don't like that.
So I memorized what Daria said. So it's $9, and you will somehow reach $100 a year.
And you can be part of the match.
Yes, and then you get to be part of the match.
You could. I've seen people do $100 a month. Daria,
Exactly.
that becomes.
120. Wait,
What?
no, that's not. Sorry, 1,200.
You're spending too much time with us, Daria.
Clearly.
It's
rubbing
contagious.
off the bad maths.
Your math skills are disappearing every day.
They weren't great to begin with, but thank you for that.
Oh, we got Deborah and Carrollton.
Yay!
Deborah,
Thank you, Deborah.
the Debster.
So again, dollar for dollar match right now, $7,000 available for gifts of $100 or more. Call 800-600-9624. You can text the word share to 800-600-9624, and then you'll get a link back to give online.
And we've got someone listening in at the moment who might want to be part of this conversation.
We do. Oh, straighten up. It's the vice president of Moody Radio, Mr. Wes Ward. Should we say hi to him, Lauren?
Hello.
Hi. No.
So embarrassing.
Hey, Wes. Good to talk to you.
Hey, it's good to be here, guys. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great. We're in the middle of a big match. We've got some gifts coming in. We still have about $5,700 left in this dollar for dollar match. But Friday's got to be a big day, right, Wes?
Yeah, it is. You know, I was just checking in on all of our stations in the Moody Radio Network family, and the Lord is on the move. But I was actually encouraged last night. This share is we're going to be running all the way to the finish line. There's no jogging. I mean, there's going to be a sprint to the finish, and I'm grateful that the Lord doesn't make it easy. It causes us to be dependent on Him every step of the way, so that keeps us from being cocky. God opposes the proud. So I love that anything that causes us to call out to Him, that's a good thing. So we're going to be praying even as we continue to run. So thanks for every single call that's come in this morning. Thank you so much as well for your prayers. We really need to be praying for the ministry of Moody Radio.
No, I don't have to literally run, do I, Wes? I'm a little concerned about that.
It's all up to you. It's all up to you, Brian.
A mental run, a mental emotional run.
I'm mentally sprinting right now. I totally have my breath.
Yes.
I'm not even losing it. So, Wes, as we reach into the future here as well, what are you seeing in terms of where Moody Radio is going to begin to reach to continue proclaiming the gospel?
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to the head of our alumni association for the Moody Bible Institute. Get this. There are 50,000 living alumni to the Moody Bible Institute right now, and they're scattered on the planet. They're in 130 different countries. And that picture just made me think, again, what we're doing here with Moody Media. We're just trying to reach into every single place that we can, because we can today. You know, we're not limited by just the towers that Moody Radio has. We can reach into every single phone around the planet because of online content. So we're going to continue to be people that make great biblical content through radio, and just really, in many cases, repurposing that content, getting it around the planet, and then creating new content for new audiences as well. So it's not really rocket science. It's just create the content for people who need to hear Jesus and know about Jesus, and that's virtually everybody. So I just encourage people to pray for us. We want to, the Spanish is really on my heart in the next 12 months. How can we continue to grow that audience, and then increasingly the world languages? But again, letting people hear the good news of Jesus in their heart language through media. And we've been here for 100 years, making it biblical, practical, relevant. The goal is to keep moving in just new media, keeping it biblical, practical, and relevant.
Again, Wes Ward, Vice President of Moody Radio, thanks for taking the time to stop by to hang out with us in the midst of this match. We're grateful for you, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Let's go. Thanks, guys.
You bet. 7:34 now, WCRF. We have $5,700 left in that dollar-for-dollar match. Gifts of $100 or more are matched, like Deborah and Ray and you.
Yeah, if you're not able to give a large gift right now, think about a monthly gift. A $30 a month monthly gift will help us reach this match goal as well.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. MoodyRadio.org. MoodyRadio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
from Key Ministry. Even though you aren't taking new patients, as I understand it, after you're on with us, you regularly hear from a bunch of people, right? Hoping you'll come out of retirement, essentially.
Well, we regularly hear from people hoping I'll come out of retirement. We also regularly hear from people who are looking for folks in the mental health profession who treat adults. I mean, just last week, there was a family had been listening to one of our conversations and asked specifically about recommendations that I had for resources for them to learn more about ADHD, and contacted me directly as a result of being listeners of the program.
Again, Dr. Steve Gersovich from Key Ministry, he's told me on numerous occasions that we are the only Christian morning show in the country that speaks regularly to a mental health professional like him, a psychiatrist. Nobody else has that kind of platform, because we think your mental health is so important. Your emotional well-being is directly connected to your spiritual well-being. And so we want to make sure we emphasize that with you. It's the final full day of Spring Share 2025, and Lauren's been looking right at you going, hey, it's match time. Let's go. We're going to go big or go home.
Yes. What do they say in Mario? Chance time. That's what it is. That's what I thought of when you said match time. When you have to do the little spinny guys and they all have to match. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in a match time.
You are a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Ron, you have 45 Mario sounds in there. That's one you picked.
Yep.
So we're in a dollar for dollar match. There's $7,000 available. Some has been taken already. So we're at $3,450 left in that match.
We have 19 minutes.
And we got 19 minutes, okay? Let's sweep that up. Gifts of $100 or more, which would mean you can give a monthly gift as well. If you give a monthly gift of $50, you still get to be part of that match because it's for the whole year's worth of money. Thanks to Tim in Valley City, Melissa in Monroe Falls. I'm claiming Monroe Falls. David in Cleveland, Debbie in Homeworth, Beth in Holmesville, Teresa in Wadsworth. Teresa did a monthly gift, okay? And so it goes towards the match. And Deborah and Carrollton, all of you, your money has been doubled. Be like Tim and Melissa and David and Debbie and Beth and Teresa and get your money doubled now. Help us finish up this match.
And Teresa, since she went above the $30 a month threshold, Teresa, you're going to get 50% off of all Moody Publishers titles for the life of your gift. So she's getting a whole lot back. Every one of those people gets a book by Carl Clausen.
Yep.
Called Killing Sin, Conquering the One Thing That Defeats You. Everybody gets that no matter what they give. Only $3,400 left.
Yeah, so a couple handful, if you will, of $1,000 gifts will help us reach that goal.
And we're only about 20 minutes away from Pastor Scoot coming in studio again.
Ooh.
Pastor Scooch.
I'm about to get funnier.
Well, that's not what that means. It's just he laughs.
He's a great laugh. He's a generous laugher,
yes.
and I love that about my friend Pastor Scott Lessing.
Yes.
A.K.A. Scotty the Hottie. He's
I'm pretty
coming in
stingy
studio.
with my laughs. For you, so you got to have Scott come in sometimes to help.
Make it so.
Yes. So be like Tim and Melissa and David and Debbie and Beth and Teresa. Okay?
Get your money doubled right now. Gifts of $100 or more.
Only $3,400 left. We need some of those $500 gifts, $1,000 gifts. It's the final full day. 800-600-9624. Text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
This is a special edition of Spring Share and Mornings with Brian. Thank you for your generous gifts over the years. Would you consider joining us to see lives changed by the gospel? Call or text SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Here we go. It's the final full day of Spring Share. It's Mornings with Brian team. It's 7:45. We've got a dollar for dollar match running for gifts of $100 or more. It started at $7,000.
Yeah.
And we only have like 15 minutes left in this. Lauren, where are we at?
We've got $2,710 left.
That's doable.
Wow.
$2,710 left in the match, okay?
You know what this track reminds me of?
What?
Call Me by Blondie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gary
call
Glitter,
us.
Rock and Roll, part 2.
Call us to give a gift to share in a dollar for dollar match. $2,710 left, and it's for gifts of $100 or more. Okay, because we just need a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Okay, gifts of $100 or more. Be like Pamela in New London. She increased her monthly gift,
Awesome.
but it goes towards the dollar for dollar match. Pamela, such a regal name, I feel.
Yeah.
And she's from New London.
Pamela. Yes.
Yes.
Regal and Pamela.
And
Your
if
Majesty.
she's feeling cash, she can be like, "Hey, I'm Pam."
Exactly.
Or she can be very formal. Same with our next gift.
William, also very regal.
He can be cute. "Hi, I'm Billy."
Yeah, Billy.
He
But
could
he goes
be
to
more like,
William.
"Hey, I'm Bill." You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm hanging out. I'm Will.
Yeah, but if you're going to some fancy party where you gotta have pinkies up, it's William.
It's William. yes.
Exactly.
Hello, I'm
My name
William.
doesn't have that, and neither does yours.
No, that's.
I can't,
It's one of the reasons I gave my youngest son the name Theodore.
because you could make it anything.
A lot of choices.
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with Lauren or Brian.
Yeah, we just don't get to have a variety, you know?
When's the last time you met somebody who's like, "I'd like you to meet my little baby, Brian"? Look at you're laughing because no one's doing this anymore.
It's so true.
It's not a baby name.
It's not a
like,
baby name.
Brian.
Yeah.
You have to say it like that, kind of.
But you don't.
So, okay, only
So be like Pamela and William in
Yes,
Canton,
please.
Tim in Valley City, Melissa in Monroe Falls, David in Cleveland, Debbie in Homeworth, and Beth in Holmesville, okay?
all the homes.
Yeah.
Everybody's home. Give a gift. Dollar for dollar match right now. $2,710 left in a match, and just about, what is that, 13 minutes? Okay, let's do it.
With your help, we can do it. I'd like to see another $500 gift, another $1,000 gift,
Yes.
couple of $100 gifts. We're looking at you.
Or monthly at $9.
Monthly at $9, or if you can do monthly at $20, it all helps.
Whether your name is formal or cute, it's your time.
Correct.
800-600-9624 is the number. 800-600-9624. You could also text the word share to that number, or just go to our website, moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
My kids listen to you every morning on the way to school.
I listen to you guys every morning as I drive my daughter to high school.
Me and my granddaughter listen to your radio station every morning when I'm getting her dressed in the morning.
My 13-year-old daughter and I, we listen to you guys every morning on the way to school, and I just enjoy seeing her smiling in a good spirit and dancing to the music. So I thank you so much for, sharing everything that you do with.
Well, it's our pleasure and our honor to be here on WCRF. This is the Mornings with Brian team, the final weekday of Spring Share 2025. That means it's the finish line. You've been waiting for it. Welcome to it. Why don't you smash through it or trip through it, whatever you do, slide through it. It's time. And we're in the midst of a dollar-for-dollar match right now. Lauren, where are we at?
We have $2,610 left in the match, okay? So we have about 8 minutes. Gifts of $100 or more, or monthly $9 or more. So give a gift now, 800-600-9624. Help us finish out this match well, please.
Big thanks to Babs in Bay Village, the
Barbie,
the Barbinator, Barbara. I'm so jealous of how many variations she has in her name, too.
She has a lot. She could be whoever she wanted to be.
Thanks, Barb. We appreciate
Thank you, Barb,
that.
in Bay Village.
Also, by the way, a few more minutes till Pastor Scott Lessing comes in the studio, and he did what he does sometimes, and he says to us, it's kind of like the voicemail you get. It's like, hey, it's me. Give me a call. I have something really important to tell you. And then you get so frustrated. He says he has a surprise for us. It's usually not good from him.
No, not usually.
One time it was peanut butter on a hot dog.
Yes.
Wasn't it peanut butter and jelly?
Yes.
Yeah.
On a hot dog. Another time, it was coffee that had been digested.
Processed through a cat.
Yeah.
Yes. And he tricked me
Yeah.
into drinking it.
Yeah.
And so.
Was it good at least?
It was smooth.
I mean, it's hard to even think about the taste once you discover how it was made. I'm just like, I don't want this.
No, of course not.
I didn't ask for this.
But it had been cleaned since that processing.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
it's the thought.
Ron, I mean.
I guess Ron liked it.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Ron.
So we'll see what that surprise is. But we
He-
can't get to that surprise until we finish this match. So.
That's right. Okay, we got a couple more coming in.
Yes, thank you to Michael and Madison and Jennifer and Stowe. I'm claiming Stowe, obviously. So Stowe is mine. Thank you, Jennifer.
We still have $2,610 left in that
Yes.
dollar-for-dollar match, and we only have about 4 minutes to go here.
Gifts of $100 or more, monthly $9 or more. Let's do it right now.
So we need like at least one $1,000 gift, a couple of $500
How about
gifts. Come on, do it right now
One,
before
one,
the
one, I got
time
a two, I
runs
got a
out.
one.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Dr. Chuck Myrick, Senior Pastor at Arlington Church of God in Akron.
And I want to thank you also for your work. I'm a fan of Moody Radio. I appreciate you all's ministry, and I pray that the Lord will continue to use you in mighty ways.
Thank you, Pastor. So grateful for that. Lauren, we're in the midst of a dollar-for-dollar match. We had 7,000 available.
Yes.
We only have about 2 minutes left in this match.
We have 1,770 left. Okay, so I need several 500s and one 1,000 that will help us reach our goal. Thanks to Mark and Bolivar, Randy in Hartville, Rebecca in Paynesville, Jennifer in Menor, Tammy in Sagertown. All of you, your money has been doubled. Yay!
All right, so $1,700. That's
now.
all that's left, and we got a minute and a half here.
Yes, we can do it.
Minute
you can
and a
do
half. T-minus, they say. T-minus. What?
Time minus.
Really?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, T minus 2 minutes, T minus 90 seconds, whatever it might be.
T-minus 1 minute and 17, 16,
Okay,
15.
now you're taking up time. Thanks to Max in Millersburg.
Max.
Thank
You help us reach our goal. Cynthia and Clinton, yay! $1,206 left in this match. Who's going to be able to step up and help us finish this match? Gifts of $100 or more.
Only $1,206 left to take advantage of the full match and a minute left.
Yay!
Will you help us? 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. There's Charmaine in
Yay!
Cleveland.
Oh,
Thanks, Charmaine.
That's a pretty name.
We're down to $1,100. $1,100. 800.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
This is my second time calling. And there was a time where y'all was talking about issues in marriages and all that stuff. And I just wanted to thank you guys for, Brian, you had ended the call with prayer. And since then, me and my wife is in counseling.
Love that. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. This is Mornings with Brian. It's not Follow-Up Friday. It's Friday, and normally I would say that.
True.
But right now, it's actually the final full day of Share. And Loraine, we had a dollar for dollar match running.
Yes, we had $7,000 available for gifts of $100 or more. We didn't reach it in the last hour, so we're going to extend it because I believe in you. I believe in you, so you believe in you.
She believes you can give.
Go ahead.
She
So we're going to keep up the dollar for dollar match because we have $903 left, okay? That's doable. Thanks to Nancy in Northfield, Ron in Vermilion, Charmaine in Cleveland, Max in Millersburg. All their money has been doubled. Don't you want yours doubled? Okay, gifts of $100 or more.
And we brought in the secret weapon.
Yes, we did.
You know him, you love him by many names. Pastor Scooch, Pastor Scoot, Scotty the Hottie. Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor Scott Lessing.
Scooch didn't come until I met Loraine. She started Pastor Scooch.
She's a good nicknamer. She has a command of the English language.
What's Brian's nickname?
Oh, I don't.
She doesn't.
We got
to
to get that.
No, do you see the look in her face? She's like, he will never
It's
get
just
one.
Brian.
Yeah.
Sometimes we call him Ryan.
Really?
Yeah.
Have I been aware of this?
Probably not. Because you're usually on your phone not listening to me. So.
I'm sorry. Did you tell me? Did you say, Brian, I'm talking to you?
Yeah, I said, hey, Ryan, I'm speaking to you.
Well, that's why he didn't look up, because you didn't say Brian.
Sometimes I'm focused, Pastor.
Yes.
Often on the wrong
There are
things.
times that we've seen that.
Maybe I'm deep in prayer. We don't know.
Yes, we will not.
I mean, I know, but we collectively don't know exactly.
Correct.
But, oh, look at that. Rocco in
Thanks to
Newcastle.
Rocco, Newcastle.
What a cool name.
PA, rise up.
That's Brian's neck of the woods, PA.
That's right.
Just about.
He claims that, right?
Yeah, he claims all of Pennsylvania.
We got all the cool name people, Loraine.
Yeah.
Rocco is such a cool name.
I know, then there's us. Well, actually, the three of us. Sorry, Pastor Scooch, but
I think Scooch is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, but Scott.
that's not your actual name.
Oh.
Look at my little baby Scott. No one says that anymore. Oh, look at we just had a baby. His name's Scott. No one says that.
Yeah, but how many people have a land named after them?
A what?
Scotland. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Scott's land.
It's not named after you, actually.
I think it's the other way
Existed
around.
before you.
Got
The way he just collapsed in his chair,
if he
just like
didn't
sunk
know.
in.
That's the first time. I thought it was named after me.
What did your parents tell you you're named after?
Scotland.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Brian was concerned for
I
your
don't know.
parents.
He was. That was great.
They never
I
told
don't get you very often.
No. I believed you, so I don't know what that says. But what? They never told you?
No, I don't know.
Sometimes you just like a name, Brian.
Yeah, like we named our son Carter just because we liked the name, not because it means cart boy. Right?
He's from Scotland, Pastor Scott.
Scooch.
You can't do that with a
Scoochland.
Scottish accent. Pastor Scooch.
Oh, yeah, that is
good.
good.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
good.
is really good.
Oh,
Do that again. Do that again.
Pastor Scooch.
And on Moody Radio, we love our Scottish pastors. We've got the two of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
3.
If you have an accent, you're pretty much guaranteed a preaching program.
That is true.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You just sound like that guy. I don't know what he's saying, but it must be good. Listen to that.
You just sound smarter.
Pastor Scooch, I love the way you say it. That is so good.
We only have $800 left in this match, Lauren.
Yes.
Let's go. Come on.
$803 to be specific. $803 left in a dollar for dollar match. One person could just take out the $803 together. Okay, so do that. Dollar for dollar match right now. 800-600-9624 or text the word share to 800-600-9624 and you'll get a text back to give online.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
The gospel changes everything. It's Mornings with Brian and Spring Share. Call or text SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Here we are. Everybody loves the end of a race. Some people are those people that on purpose delay because they don't like people like me that plan ahead. I get all wound up first day you get your syllabus in school.
I don't think they dislike you.
Like you would read through the whole syllabus and check everything out?
Oh, I'd start picking my topic for the research paper the day I got the assignment. Yeah.
That's impressive. But would you finish well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I get done early.
Wow.
But that's super nerdy. That's a try hard, right?
Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Yeah, Ron. Hey,
Where were you on
whenever
that
Ron
one?
declares it, it is.
You wanted me to call you a tryhard?
You don't think I'm a tryhard in those things?
I don't know. I didn't know you when you were in school.
But I'm just telling you what I did.
I don't think that's big of a deal.
Is try hard a positive or a negative?
I've learned from my kids it's a negative.
Yeah, it sounds negative.
Well, if you don't like A's, but if you like straight A's, you like to be the valedictorian or salutatorian, it's a good thing.
Wanting to do well is not a try hard.
No, I agree. Try hard sounds more like brown noser.
Well, I'm that too, though. Look.
Did you see the eye roll? That was
Loraine
awesome.
is emphatically nodding her head.
If you have never seen the live stream, you have no idea what you're missing.
Oh,
You don't even know me.
You can't know Loraine without seeing her facial expressions. She's the kind of person you want to play cards with because you know she'll lose.
Totally.
No poker face, that one.
Do you care? Do you care if you win or lose?
Oh, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm
Maureen's
the
same
least
way.
competitive person that's ever existed.
Yeah, Maureen's the same way.
So frustrating.
Oh, it's no fun.
I'm like, ooh, good for you. Look at that.
Aw.
Look at how good you did.
My wife is the same way, and yet she still like handily beats me at everything. And so it's even more annoying. Like I've lost, and she doesn't care that she won.
I hate that.
That's so rude.
Yes. I totally agree.
You want her to rub your face in it?
Yes, at least rub it in a little
Yeah,
bit.
if you're gonna win, at least be
you
happy
won.
about it.
You should be proud that you won, not be like, whatever. Let's
And
go have
speaking of
coffee.
winning,
yes,
Loraine,
Yes, we are still in a dollar for dollar match. We have $453 left in a dollar for dollar match.
that's it?
Yes, someone could take that for us. A $500 gift would take that for us. Finish up this match. Okay, please.
Todd from East Palestine jumped in. $250. Thanks, brother.
Where's East Palestine?
It's over where they had the train thing.
The big train derailing
yeah.
It's
Kind of on the PA border.
Yeah.
It's over by me, where I live.
Yeah. Yes.
It is.
thingy. And Lori and Ravenna. Yay!
Hey, Lori.
Thanks, Lori. I love
Thanks,
Ravenna.
Lori.
I go there all the time. I'll claim that one for myself. I mean, figuratively, again, I'm not taking money.
If you missed it, we've been having a who gets what towns attributed to them throughout the whole week.
Lauren's taking the top population towns, and she's giving me the smallest towns on earth.
You are claiming the ones that you want. Sorry you didn't
Right.
say the ones you wanted. I said I would like Cuyahoga Falls, Stowe, Hudson. I'll take that. And me and Daria are splitting Kent because we refuse that you get Kent.
Well, it's so much closer to where you guys are.
Exactly. He was trying to say it was out near him.
My kids go there all the time. It's mine.
That doesn't mean it's close just because they go there.
When's the last time you
Pastor
went to
Scott,
Kent?
There's
he-
not a
bazinga.
What?
When's the last time you went to Kent?
I go to Kent like every week.
No.
Yes,
Why
right
do you
there.
do that? You going to college?
It's more than just the college.
Are you
there.
in college?
Are you okay?
No.
Pastor Scott gets Middleburg Heights,
Loraine,
Lorraine,
Grafton,
you get those.
Strongsville, Parma,
Oh my gosh.
Berea.
Okay, you're going a little too far here, Pastor
No,
Scooch.
I'm doing exactly what you've done.
Do you see
Hello.
I took 3. I took 3.
Right. Well,
and you just took like 12.
Well, because I have 2 campuses that come on.
Okay.
She gets
Okay,
to
then Loraine, Grafton, Amherst.
Yeah, see, it just keeps
Lorraine,
going.
Illyria.
No,
she
you
likes
can't
to
do
set
that.
up the rules so
You
she
can't do
wins,
that.
and then
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't care when she wins.
And that's so annoying. At least own it. Come on, Lauren.
Dollar for dollar match right now, $453.
That's all that's left.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's wrap this up.
You know what somebody said to me the other day?
What?
They said, I feel bad for Lauren.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. 100%.
Did they explain it? Or they
Yes,
just
they
walked
did.
away?
You're not going to like this, Brian.
I think
You
we
want me
are.
to tell you
Let's go.
now?
Let's see it.
Don't leave us hanging.
Go ahead, please.
All right, so they said, Brian gives Lauren such a hard time.
Oh,
really
that
does.
is
Yes.
not true.
Ring the bell.
Vice versa. I'm the one getting the hard time.
I beg pardon. I beg your finest pardon. I beg your finest pardon.
I don't have a fine pardon.
No. Thank
David in
you to whoever
Newcomerstown.
said that to Pastor Scott.
Yes, David.
They're
Newcomerstown. I've never heard of that
It
one.
was Hazel.
Hazel.
Oh,
I love Hazel.
Yes, Hazel. She
I've
knows
met
the
her.
best.
Yes, you have.
You stopped
Hazel's
that.
my girl.
Hazel was standing there when Lauren looked at me. I said, "Oh, hi, Lauren. Nice to see you." She goes, are you going to take off those boots?"
I remember that. That was so fun.
And Hazel is going to dare say that I give Lauren a hard time.
Yes.
In public, Lauren was like, "I can't believe you're wearing those boots." And then
Right.
another
Well,
day,
but
she
that
wore the
was-
same boots.
But that was worthy of being said,
I wasn't
Brian.
standing in public.
Yeah, well.
You were.
We're down. David in Newcomerstown, thanks for your $30 a month gift. We're down to $93 left.
Yes, maybe someone
Oh,
could
we
do a
got
gift
this.
of 103 like Nancy did. 103.3. Anyone? Anyone?
nice.
Going once?
I get
Bueller?
it.
Bueller? Anyone?
So let's see if we can wrap this up. We need one $100 gift.
Come on.
Come on. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
centerness that it also communicates. This is good for other people as well. It encourages other people. I want to help not just myself through my gift. I want to help others. And as we see in the New Testament again and again and again, there's a whole lot of one anothering that goes on with Christians. And I just want to encourage each one of you to give to a ministry like this for the good of the kingdom in this region.
Thank you. That's Dr. Nick Gatsky from Old North Church in Canfield and the program A Better Word. We're in the midst of Spring Share. Tomorrow we'll be on for a Saturday morning edition, but the whole thing wraps up tomorrow midday. We need your help to be sure we get to our goal by the end of Share. So we need your help also to wrap up a match.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are in a dollar for dollar match. There's $93 left. So someone could just give $93 and finish it up for us.
We need gifts of $100 or more.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But that would nail it.
103.
That would nail it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, this is what you do. Right now, the phones could be pretty busy. So you do the either text or internet, okay? Onto the interwebs.
On the webs. The World Wide Web.
www.
It's very quick. moodyradio.org. Or you text the word share to 800-600-9624 and drop us a little comment while you do that.
We do love those.
They're fun.
Daria, what are you seeing over there?
Ron's been listening for 20 years.
Thanks, Ron.
More than that. But
David has been listening for 50 years, says he
Wow.
loves the morning show and so many others.
All right.
Debbie says, I have Moody on most of the day when in the car. I've learned over the past 2 years from the various programs aired. Thank you for your part in reaching out with the word. Teresa has been listening for 20 years, said the music feeds her soul and the teachings are her daily bread.
Oh.
Thank you guys for those sweet notes. We really appreciate hearing those.
Also, one of our friends who's really a philosopher of sorts, dropping truth bombs.
Wow.
Lisa.
Lisa's on fire this week.
Go ahead.
No, I'd like you to read it.
Lauren is not competitive. She doesn't care if she wins or loses, but she does care that Brian doesn't win.
That is correct.
Do you agree with that, Lauren?
Yes, absolutely.
She's got you pegged.
One of
Brian
her
can't
rare
win.
joys is to ensure that I lose.
Yes.
Lisa's also the one that pointed out that it's not a montage, it's a rontage.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Isn't that great? Lisa, you're the best.
Pastor Scott,
Yes.
why do you think people should give to Moody Radio?
I love the mission that you guys go after in Romans 12.
Correct.
That, hold on, let me pull up. Here we go. It's, therefore I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifice and holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be, this is it. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve that what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And what I love is that it's the transformation of the mind. And what you guys do is you help us think critically through different things that come at us in the world throughout our lives. And you challenge us to think critically.
Yeah.
And then that transforms our minds. And then transformation, that's part of what God's called us to go through, the journey of transformation, so we can become more and more like Jesus on a daily basis. And I really believe without critical thinking, it's really hard to get there.
I totally agree. I mean, if someone believes they've got everything all figured out, first of all, they have a serious pride problem. Serious pride problem.
Yes.
Second of all, they're not going to be growing spiritually. You have
Correct.
to approach it with, I've got a lot to learn.
Yes.
And a lot to grow. And that's what we kind of presume here. Now, Lauren, something just happened.
We just met the match.
Yay!
All right. Thanks to Ed and Amherst helping us get over the edge.
I claim that one. That's out by me.
Fine. You can have
Yep.
it.
Thank you, Ed.
Carmen in Macedonia. It's mine. I drive through there. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
I'm friends with Jamie Buxton, and she is near there. Thank you.
There you go.
800
See?
600.
We're all friends with Jamie Buxton, so.
But I said it first. 800 600
Yeah,
9624.
but Jamie and I went to the same school.
What school is that?
MVNU, Mount Vernon Nazarene.
They're both Cougars.
They're Cougars.
Oh, boy. Oh,
But I went to
geez.
church with Jamie. Got all of
My
you.
wife hung out with Jamie Buxton yesterday. Beat that.
I texted Jamie yesterday.
That's not better than hanging out with her.
Yes, it is.
Cynthia from Elyria, thank you for your gift.
It just happened. It just happened. She didn't win, but you didn't.
Yeah, she doesn't care
No.
if anybody wins as long as I lose.
You lost, for sure.
Do you see what I put up with, Pastor?
I do. Yes.
Hashtag pray for Brian.
Oh, I pray
was a
for
noise
you
you
all the
just made,
time.
Lauren.
Thanks, bro.
I pray
That
for
was
you
cute.
all the time, bro.
800 600 9624 moodyradio.org. Moodyradio.org. Thanks for helping us reach that dollar for dollar match. But share's not over.
First of all, I want to start with thanking you both so much for touching on subjects sometimes that are not only sensitive but difficult for many of us in the Christian community to deal with.
So I just want to thank you guys for the program and addressing issues I don't hear at church sometimes, that maybe I should.
You make my drive home real quick in the morning.
So I just got to work, and I normally would go in, but I'm feeling passionate about this topic, so I'm going to delay going into work here for a few minutes.
Even though I feel bad that you were delayed going to work, I still like the idea that you're so connected to what we're talking about. Hey, this is Mornings with Brian team on WCRF. Final day of Spring Share. In studio with us, America's pastor, Pastor Scooch. Pastor Scott Lessing. You're America's pastor.
I'm not at all.
You are.
No. But you know what? When I was in Africa, Lauren texted me and she said, hey, can you call in? And I was listening because of the app. I was able to listen from Kenya.
Yeah.
It was it was awesome. It was great. I mean, it was like, it would have been like 8 at night when I was listening to you guys.
Were people there like, what's that? I'd like to listen to that too.
No. But
okay,
that's okay. I have to be honest, right? I can't,
That's right. You're a Christian.
Yeah.
Now, and the other piece, I'm a little envious, and I have to repent of that because you have a look and I don't.
What's the look?
You got the vest. You said one day like
his uniform.
I like vests, and you're just in it. And I've
Paired
never
with a hoodie.
I get made fun of all the time because of my
No, it's
vest.
not a made fun of. I think it's cool.
It's my signature.
Yeah.
Yes.
A uniform.
Like you went for it and picked something. And I can't even hardly get dressed in the morning every day.
Maybe if you picked something like a vest, it'd be easier.
I can't. America's Pastors does that.
I don't know, but your glasses are awesome.
People are going, well.
You would look silly in a vest, so don't do that. Maybe pick something else.
Turtleneck?
Muscle shirt. Muscle shirt.
Muscles, yeah.
Yes.
Mesh tank top.
You got it.
Oh, good heavens. No, thank you.
Why not?
Just rip the sleeves off of that. That would be cool. No, your shirt. What kind of a shirt is that?
It's a flannel, I guess.
Yeah.
My daughter
How cool
told
would
me to
that
get
be?
this.
Just rip off the sleeves of a flannel and then make it like
Please
whatever
don't look
that
at
is.
me. Both of you stop looking at me when you're asking this question.
I can't. I've never ripped. I feel bad ripping shirts like that.
But people don't. I mean, they rip their jeans all the time.
I think they buy them ripped.
My daughters.
Now they do. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
My daughters buy jeans that are so ripped, it's like you should get a discount.
Yeah, I've seen some of that, and I thought
Because half the material's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I would have thrown them away if they ripped that far.
Right.
And it's like, no, buy them fresh that way.
Fresh.
And it actually opens up an old wound for me. I had this hooded sweatshirt I loved. It was striped. It was so comfortable. Started wearing out. And there were, where the cuff seam is?
Yeah.
There were big holes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife would be like, Brian, you got to throw that out. I'd be like, no, this is it's ventilation. This is great.
I had a
she
sweatshirt
threw
like
it
that
out.
too. So did Maureen.
She just threw it out one day.
My red sweatshirt was turning pink.
Yeah.
And it was fraying like that. And all of a sudden, it just went missing one day.
And women go and buy jeans that already have holes ripped in them.
Right.
And we don't throw those away.
What gives, Brian?
Lauren, explain this.
We're not going to do this right now. We're going to do some other stuff right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Hey.
Go ahead.
Move ahead.
Okay.
Please.
Here we go. It's Spring Share 2025. Thank you, Terry and Worcester, for your gift.
Hey!
William in Cleveland.
Oh,
Cynthia and
Worcester.
Illyria.
That's mine, because that's down by my parents.
No, but I have friends over there.
Got him.
I'll fight you
Got
for
him so
Worcester.
good.
Do we have another match?
Worcester's close
We
to
do have
Ohio,
another
Medina.
match.
Worcester is close to Ohio.
What's happening? We have a $1 for $1 match.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Another $7,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay. But this time, gifts of all sizes. Because me and our station manager, Josh, we have differing opinions on what works.
Ooh.
So we're going to see who works.
I love differing opinions.
Lauren doesn't
Yes.
want to win. She
That's
just
what
wants
you guys
Josh
are
to
all
lose.
about,
Yes.
is differing opinions.
Yes, exactly.
You just want Josh to be wrong.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sensing a theme.
My opinion is that gifts of all sizes should be included in the match. So let's do it right now. Terrific. $7,000 gifts of all sizes go towards the match. Give a gift now. Your money will be doubled.
All matches will be doubled?
What?
Yeah,
I mean,
gifts.
all gifts will be doubled?
Yes.
It's Friday.
Trust me, I understand, brother.
Yes, all gifts. 5, 10, 15, 20,
25,
500, 1,000. Okay?
There,
You can do them
If you want to
all.
give us 7,000 and wipe the match out right now,
That would
we are
go.
not going
I
to
think
stop
there's
you.
probably somebody that's been listening all week just waiting until this moment
We know you're out there.
to give that $7,000 gift.
we do need some of those larger gifts along with every size gift, but some of the large, 500, 1,000, 1,500.
5,000? We'll take them.
10,000?
20,000?
40,000?
Sounds like the book of Numbers.
It
Yes.
does.
See?
And the 40,000s. 8:36, time for you to give now. We got the match running. We need your help. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Text share to that number. Or you can also just go to moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I accidentally found you guys.
Really?
I don't think it was an accident. I think it was a godsend.
So how did it happen?
I was looking for another Christian radio station. I had an old radio from the past that the LED doesn't work on it, so I had to keep hitting scan, and I just bumped into Moody Radio.
Happens more than you think. Good morning. This is the Mornings with Brian team. We've got Pastor Scott Lessing from Grace Church with us.
Hey!
Hello. And we're in the midst of a dollar for dollar match right now to try to motivate you this final full day of Spring Share. We need your financial support. $7,000 is on the table from folks like you who generously donated it in advance to motivate you to give. And that is available for gifts of any amount between, for the next hour.
Yep.
So, Lauren, thank yous.
Yes, thank you to Nancy in Chagrin Falls, to, I'm going to call him Danny because we know who it is, Danny in Chicago. Guess what? I'm claiming that gift. You know why?
Danny boy.
You know why?
He used to work for you.
Yes! Yay! And to Terry in Worcester, William in Cleveland, Cynthia in Elyria, Carmen in Macedonia.
Danny, I feel your pain. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624.
And nobody asks about my pain.
Right.
Having to carry Brian.
Oh.
I don't weigh very much.
But her back still hurts.
The emotional, the mental load is more than she can bear.
The ego. Got him so good.
I got him so good. Oh, gosh. Daria, we've had some nice comments come in.
Yeah, Nancy says, I've listened to Moody in Cleveland for 20 years.
All right.
When my husband was transferred from Pittsburgh to Cleveland, Moody Radio was here to welcome me, and I've listened ever since. Thank you to all of you. I love your programming. You have touched millions of lives by pointing us to Christ. May God continue to prosper you in all you do. That is so
nice
sweet.
That
Thank
is
you.
awesome. I wonder if she's a Browns fan now.
Hope
Maybe.
so.
Coming from Pittsburgh.
Terry says, I've listened to Moody Radio for 30 years. I cannot overstate the blessing that the teaching has been for me as I've navigated raising my 3 children.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, praise the Lord. We're grateful for your support. You can be a part of this too. Give us any comment that you might have. It's always a boost of encouragement. But we still have $6,900 left in match money. It's available to gifts of any amount. You just have to donate.
He's got to give.
If you listen at this time, number one, as I've always said, you're listening because you're hearing me say that. And if this is that kind of routine you're in, this is your last shot in that routine because we're not going to be doing Share again on Monday. So would you give? If this ministry has blessed you, please tell us about it by donating and taking advantage of this dollar for dollar match. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number or just go to the
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Things are never the same when God transforms a life. Hear stories of change and how your gifts make that possible. Call or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624. Or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Here we are. Spring Share has been going this week. We're so grateful for all of you who've already offered your support. We're just so grateful. It's overwhelming to see how many people have already given. We're not there yet. We have a long ways to go to reach 100% of our goal for Spring Share. So would you help us out? We really need your support. And I know that this ministry reaches into so many people's lives. We hear from you on a regular basis. Ron puts together those wonderful Ron-tages, we now call them. Thank you, Lisa in Garrettsville, for that wonderful nomenclature. Anyone? Okay. So 800-600-9624.
I was about to say something and then you pointed it out, so I won't.
I left space.
Yes. Yes,
And
you did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So we still need your support.
We're going to start getting the alert that there's dead air if you keep doing that.
We have $6,900 left in dollar for dollar match money. Gifts of any amount. You could put down $1.
Yeah, and it'll still be doubled.
$1.
You could put down 1,000 and it will be doubled.
All right.
We actually got a gift yesterday. It was $5, and the comment on there was, "This is for the widow's mite."
Yeah.
So, hey,
I love that.
We're looking for some larger gifts. Those help us, but don't discount your quote-unquote small gifts, because we know for some of you, $5 is a huge amount.
Yep.
And right now, that is going to be doubled. If, $1, $2, $5 is all you can give, double your money right now. Give us a call.
And in a real simple form, think about the things you already subscribe to. Maybe it's like Hulu. You go, you know what? I subscribe to Hulu because I like their programming. Okay. Do you listen to this station? Do you like the programming? Does it do more than that? Does it even maybe help you in your spiritual journey following Jesus? We're just asking you to subscribe, basically.
Can I expound on that?
Anything you want, Pastor Scooch.
So yesterday, my dad had surgery, and we were on the east side of Cleveland, and I drove to get breakfast for my family as we were waiting for my dad in surgery. And I had to drive 10 minutes to get to a Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A, God's chicken. And while I'm driving, I'm wondering, literally, because I'm listening to you guys, and I'm wondering, how many people just in this neighborhood, because it was all new to me, could benefit by what you guys do, right? Just sharing the gospel. That's where I was years ago, right? I benefited from early on in my faith journey for what you guys do and how you provide opportunities for us to grow and take that next step in our journey with Jesus to become more like him on a daily basis. That's what you guys do. It's not just about us getting fed. It's about you guys feeding all the others, right? The 5,000. And so people should be giving not just for themselves, but for all of those people who might start listening tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Thank you, Pastor Scott. Lauren, I think you're going to want to thank some people here for a variety of reasons.
Yeah. Thank you to Emily in Cuyahoga Falls.
Emily's a first-time donor.
Emily is going to get the Moody Bible Commentary excerpt. It's the 4 Gospels, and it takes you through explaining what all these verses and words and the cultural context of each passage is for the Gospels. And thank you to Elaine in Aurora. Yay! Both of them, their money has been doubled.
And Emily actually has a cool story to go along with her gift. She says, I went on the Moody Israel trip in 2022 with my family.
No, I went in 2019.
Oh, bummer. I thought you guys would have traveled
That
together.
would have been cool,
That
right?
would've been
That
really
would have been really cool.
Well, Emily went in 2022. She says it was life-changing, and she's been an avid listener ever since, feeling very blessed every day by Moody Radio.
Aw.
Well, thanks for
Emily.
your generosity. And then Elaine,
See you at
1,500. Whoa. See you at home. Elaine, thanks for your $1,500 gift. We need larger gifts
Yeah,
like that.
we do.
Elaine in
Oh,
Aurora, that's
shakalaka.
so nice. So we need more people like Emily and Elaine. We're down to $5,350 left in our dollar for dollar match. Can't take advantage of it without you. Now's the time. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Fransky, president and founder of Edgewater Investment Group here.
This is a person who said, okay, I'm really benefiting from this. I want to support it. I love hearing those stories because you just created a whole new giver. And Proverbs calls us to be generous. It says a generous man will himself be refreshed. That person is going to be refreshed by Moody, all the preaching, the morning show, which you don't have to shield your kids' ears in the morning from the morning show. Unlike a lot of other places where you're like, I can't believe what they just said. This is a great place to just kind of camp your radio at. You could smash the dial right here.
Thanks. That's David Safransky, president and founder of Edgewater Investment Group. This is Spring Share. He's right. Kids love me for the jokes.
And the sound effects.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is so...
You don't have to shield the kids'
This is
ears.
so dumb.
No, you don't.
Yes, my own children listen every day.
In fact, your
Do
son...
they really?
Yes.
He memorizes things and repeats them throughout the day ad nauseum for you.
Yes, as if I don't hear our phone numbers enough whilst at work. My 4-year-old repeats them at home.
In fact,
Can
Ron,
you give me an example?
Yes, Ron can.
Text share to 800-600-9624.
That
So
is
please.
amazing.
Do Trey proud and text share to 800-600-9624.
He talked about Ron for a while, too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was really on a big Ron.
And he was making...
Eastwood.
Yeah.
Little songs.
Does he love Ron?
Yes, he does. We went to Ron and Dana's house for our holiday party. And for weeks afterwards, he's like, when can we go back to the Eastwoods?
But then he was...
Ronald Eastwood.
But then he would add something like, the Ronald.
The Ronald.
The Ronald.
Then wasn't it like the Meastwood or something like
Yeah,
that?
and then it was the Meastwood.
Little kids
I
are
don't
so-
know.
Play the Ronald Eastwood one again. I love that one.
Give me a second.
Yeah, you moved away from it. You should stay right there.
I'm just always... Loading.
Ronald Eastwood.
Ronald.
That was probably like a year ago, yeah.
Do you love Ronald Eastwood? You should give to share.
In fact,
That's
Trey,
right.
Trey, tell him how to text our number. Trey, are you still there?
Text share to 800-600-9624.
Good job, buddy. 800-600.
That is so awesome.
9624. Thanks, Lila in Cleveland, for your gift. Rebecca in Cleveland. Kathy in Mogador. Terry in Youngstown. Youngstown. That's my town.
That's yours, apparently.
I'm closest to Youngstown.
Now, listen,
No
that's
one's
a
gonna argue
big.
that.
That's a big. So you said earlier, like they didn't give me any of the big population.
You think you
Youngstown's a big
so much,
population.
Pastor Scooch.
Youngstown's a big population.
The fact that Lauren is allowing me to claim Youngstown as my town.
Well, it's close
is
to you.
new.
Like, well, but that's why she is, because it's logical that it is. Kent is not logical.
That's exactly right.
I can still hang my hat on the Southington Miracle
for sure
from this week.
I looked it up. There are 3,700 people in Southington. So
We
the
got
fact
two.
we got 2 in a row actually is a miracle.
It's the Southington Miracle of
Was
2025.
it like a
Spring
husband
Show.
wife? Is that why it was?
That
two?
would be so hilarious.
Totally unrelated.
We've had that happen
You don't know
before.
that.
Really?
We're like, oh, my husband gave her whoever, and I didn't realize it.
Wow.
You know what? That just reminded me, actually.
What?
Sometimes your employer will match your gift if you tell them that you just gave a gift.
They will.
It happened in the fall.
Yep.
A woman gave a gift, and then she went and took her receipt to her employer and said, I just gave this gift. Will you please match it? And they did.
Yes, they will. A
If
lot
you're-
of companies do, and you don't even know it. So you
Yeah.
have to ask your employers.
Right. So head on over to your HR, whoever does that, and ask them if they would match your gift today so that you could even triple your money, basically, if you do it right now during the $1 for $1 match.
By the
That
way,
was exciting.
Weren't you going to have a surprise for us?
Yeah, so this is my surprise.
Oh.
It wasn't for today. It wasn't for today. It's for the future.
I'm
So,
scared.
I want to know, Brian, what if there's one thing, and I will follow this, if there's one thing that you will not eat, what is it?
That's actually a challenge. I'm pretty adventurous. I don't like mushrooms. I don't want any mushrooms.
So-
Why would you eat a fungus?
So I could
I love
do.
mushrooms.
I could bring anything in, except mushrooms, and you would try it.
And durian. I won't eat durian.
What's durian? God
I
bless
won't
you.
eat that
God
thing
bless
where
you.
you let a duck egg mature to almost hatching and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
eat it.
No,
I
no,
won't
no,
do
no,
that.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no, no,
gross.
no. And
That's
you like
gross.
bury it in the ground or something weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
we're
don't
not
eat
doing that.
any raw meat.
So you don't do sushi?
I do sushi that's not raw meat.
Oh,
So he
boy,
does the
here we
California
go.
rolls.
Wait, you don't think fish is a meat?
I'm making category.
No, he's saying he'll do like the California rolls.
Any flesh uncooked, I will not eat.
So raw sushi you would not eat.
That is correct.
Okay.
It's raw.
Okay. All right.
It's flesh.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. We've got that worked out. I'm nervous though, so I'm
that's the
expanding
surprise?
the group.
Well, I just want to know what, because I want to abide by. I
That
don't.
list was expansive, actually.
There are plenty of
I
things
said one
that
thing and he turned it
I
into
think
7.
we would not eat that we're not even thinking of that you could probably find.
Is anybody here allergic to anything?
No.
Okay, there we go. We got it.
Well, I'm going to not answer that question until I see what you bring in.
Am I invited in April?
Then I may be allergic to it.
Yes.
depends.
Okay.
You're invited every month.
Did I sign up for April yet?
I don't know if
I
I've
don't think
sent
I did.
April months yet.
I don't think you did. So in April,
Yeah.
here we go.
I'm going to be sick in April.
We're going to do
All of
something
it.
fun.
Boy,
Yes.
I'm nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. All
Hey,
right.
before I leave, can I just share something that what I love about the show?
Please do.
Please.
So 2 Peter, this is one of my favorite verses in all the New Testament. In 2 Peter 1, it talks about that through God's promises and by participating with God, we actually participate in the divine nature. And what you guys do, you guys allow us to hear how God's working in people's lives. And all of the listeners all throughout the listening area get to participate in God's divine activities.
Yeah.
Through you guys, through Moody Radio. And that's something that I think is definitely worth giving to. That we get to participate in that. We get to hear how God is working in people's lives. Because you have people call in all the time and, hey, this thing that you guys talked about yesterday, it really impacted me because of this. And right there, every time we hear that, we're hearing how God is activating in people's lives, how God is working in people's lives, and we get to participate in those things just by listening in. And to me, that's so exciting. So thank you guys for what you do.
Thanks, Pastor Scott Lessing.
Pastor Scooch.
Pastor Scooch. We love you, brother.
That could be my favorite one.
Okay.
That for sure is.
I won't forget it. And thank you to David in North Olmsted, Marion in Aurora, William in Ravenna. Ravenna, it's totally mine. Ravenna, thank you so much. We only have $3,700 left in our dollar for dollar match. Gifts of any size. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org.
Helping you take the next step in your walk with Christ. And home of Mornings with Brian. This is Moody Radio Cleveland. WCRF Cleveland. WVMS Sandusky. WVML Millersburg. WVMN Newcastle. WVME Meadville. WVMU Ashtabula. And everywhere with the Moody Radio app or at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Greer of Summit Life. If you listen to Moody Radio, you know that we're committed to calling people to a joyous, reckless, generous, and audacious life of faith. But you'd never, ever hear Summit Life if folks did not support Moody Radio. And that's what SHARE is all about. It's your opportunity to help ensure that Moody is fully equipped to fully encourage you. Connect with your gift now when you call or click.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Sorry, Dorito stuck in my throat. MoodyRadio.org.
People don't need to know the food.
That was our good friend, J.D. Greer.
Yes, and he stepped aside. Normally you'd be hearing him right now. But here we are, Mornings with Brian.
Yes. And he's back on Monday. So what we're hoping is today, you'll remember it's the final day for us to say that you can listen to his program because of the generosity of folks like you. This listener-supported station airs his program because of people like you. And we've got a couple people who've been giving to take advantage of the match, Loraine.
Yes, thank you to Kathy in Ashtabula, Kayla in Canal Fulton, Tina in Canton, David in North Olmsted, and Marion in Aurora.
Yay! And Daria, we've had some comments come in.
Yeah, William says, my spouse's parents had Moody Radio on in the morning and the children's program's on after school and on Saturday mornings.
Aww.
We've been listening for over 60 years. Our children also listened to WCRF growing up.
Oh.
Yeah, Terry says, I've been listening since I retired and it's really helping me with my walk.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much for those sweet notes. We really enjoy hearing those because, we know that people listen. We're well aware of that, but we're kind of in a little bubble right here. Yeah. It's just like four of us having a conversation. So when we hear that what we're saying is resonating with you and that the Holy Spirit is moving through your experience with Moody, we love to hear that. We need to hear that. So share isn't just about, fueling us with money, but it really fuels our spirits too.
Well said, sister. Now, we're in the midst of a match, Loraine. Folks may just be tuning in. What's the story here?
We're in a dollar-for-dollar match right now, which means your money will be doubled until 9:45 today. There was $7,000 available for gifts of all sizes, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 500, 75, 250, whatever you're able to give. We ask you to give right now so that your gift can be doubled. We have 3,325 left in that match.
So this is your shot. We'd love your help. It's the final full day of Spring Share, and it's really easy to give. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Or go to moodyradio.org, moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
You're listening to Mornings with Brian, a Spring Share edition. Hear stories of how your gifts transform lives with the gospel every day. Give your gift now by calling or texting SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Lots of reasons to give this final day share. We just had Lisa in Richmond Heights give a gift. Thank you, Lisa, but it's a first-time gift from her.
That's right.
Tell them what she gets. Lauren?
Lisa, you're getting an excerpt of the Moody Bible Commentary.
Ooh.
Okay, it's the Gospels. Who doesn't love the Gospels?
I don't know.
Everybody. So you get the full commentary of the whole book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But it's in a cute-sized book, very soft cover. Okay, here, look. Okay, be a first-time giver.
ASMR with Lauren.
The Goo Lagoon.
But hey,
SpongeBob, Brian.
I don't know.
SpongeBob.
I love it. I love SpongeBob.
Obviously
Gary,
not enough.
Great guy. Patrick,
Gary.
Best friend.
Gary the Lobster? Oh, no,
Gary's a
that's
snail.
Larry.
Mr.
Larry the
Krabs.
Lobster.
Yes.
Larry the Lobster.
No, that's the crab.
Mr. Krabs. I know. I'm talking about Mr. Krabs. And his daughter is a whale. I don't get it.
Yeah, no one does.
She's probably adopted.
I like when SpongeBob gets driving lessons.
SpongeBob supports
Poor
adoption.
Mrs. Puff.
Yeah, Mrs. Puff.
She's like really on edge all the time.
Wouldn't you be?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what giving
Lauren,
people driving
you are
lessons.
Mrs. Puff and he's SpongeBob.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I am Mrs. Puff. Brian is SpongeBob.
I am a goofy goober.
Always on edge.
But thank
Driving
you.
me off cliffs.
Lisa, again, at Richmond Heights gave that first-time gift, so you get that commentary. Somebody else is getting it, Lauren.
Yes, Anna in Beach City, Ohio. You are getting the Moody Bible Commentary. The Gospels, okay? Listen, stop. That could be yours.
And we've got Shyla in Navarre.
Yay!
Kristen in Chagrin Falls. Kathy in Ashtabula. Thank you so much.
We're in a $1 match. All these people, their money has been doubled. Why hasn't yours been doubled yet?
It's a good question. We have $2,895 left in that dollar for dollar match for gifts of any amount between now and 9:45.
30
So we
minutes.
have about half an hour. Daria, a couple of comments have come in.
Yeah, Anna, our first-time giver, says, I listen to the morning show most mornings while getting my day started. Love the many guests, the laughter, and the thought-provoking conversations.
Aww.
Shyla says, I've been listening for 7 years. Last year, I suffered from anxiety, and Janet Parshall had a guest on her show that helped me conquer my fear of taking prescription medication for it. I feel that your programs always speak to me in my time of need. You are a huge blessing in my life. We love to hear stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredible.
I like that Anna thinks that Ron and me are funny. That's what I like.
Is that what she said?
She didn't specify who she thought was funny, just that she was laughing.
Well, read between the lines.
That's what I was doing. Seems like that's what it was, Ron.
Yeah, right there in that blank
Ron.
space.
See?
Brian and Ron.
Thank you. Exactly.
It's very tiny font.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have progressives like me.
Right.
You're not at my age, so you can see better now.
Yeah,
Good
only
flag.
progressives can see
You
the
can
tiny
see
font.
better than us now because you have worse glasses.
Oh my gosh.
That's correct. So would you join us in this effort? It's our final full day of Share. If you're grateful for the programming that you normally hear, like not just our morning show, Mornings with Brian, but also J.D. Greer's preaching, this is your time. We have 2,000.
Nancy DeMoss Wolgemuth.
Oh, right.
She's right after JD.
Mm-hmm. And then you got
John MacArthur's after that. Erwin Lutzer. I don't remember which one's
somebody
first.
Scottish is coming up after that.
Yeah.
Colin Smith.
There's always somebody.
Exactly. That's the
And
point.
whoever that
24
somebody
hours
is.
a day. We are here for you.
So would you give? We have $2,845 left now. $2,845 left. Special thanks to Mindy and Burton for your first time gift.
Yay!
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mindy.
Mindy. We love first-time givers.
Mindy, how cool is that?
Mindy says, I've listened since I was a kid. Some of my best memories are listening to Moody Radio in the car with my mom.
Probably just a few years ago, Mindy.
I hope that for my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Fabry's on when I take my kids home from school.
By the way, insider information, insider tip.
Okay.
Lauren's going to be on Chris Fabry today.
True.
Wow.
So is Brian.
Yeah, Lauren and I were invited. We don't know why. But today at 2:30, There will be
We
no
will be there.
dentist appointments,
No, cancel your dentist appointments, obviously.
even
This
though it's
is
the
a big
best
deal.
time for a dentist appointment.
Yeah, but cancel them.
Because
Unless there's a 24-hour fee, then don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Because we're going to be on Chris Fabry Live.
Or just
today.
make your dentist turn it on.
There you go.
Now, you might be like, wow, what are you going to say? We don't know.
Not a clue. I don't know what they're going to ask.
We don't even know why they asked us to be on the show.
What do I need to bring?
What should I wear?
But what will I wear?
I don't even know. So join us 2:30 today. Remember, you're never going to forget Tooth Hurdy. Best time for dentist appointment. Tooth Hurdy. 2:30. You'll never forget. Join us for that.
Yes.
And then give your gift right now like Mindy and Shyla and Anna and Kristen and Lisa and Kathy and Kayla and Tina. 800-600. It's what kind of thing was that? That was like a it was like a polka maybe?
I don't know.
That would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
919 on WCRF. Would you give $2,845 left in that dollar for dollar match? 800-600-9624 moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
your show. I drive into work every day and work in a hospital, so it can be a tough place, but having you guys and your encouragement and the speakers on WCRF is just always something I love.
I'm a truck driver, and I've been listening to CRF for many, many years, and I love your guys' ministry.
Well, I listen to Brian every morning on my way to school. I'm a high school English teacher.
I'm a therapist, and I've worked with adults and children. I'm a therapist as well.
I'm a clinical counselor as well.
And they all listen very carefully to me. And then they play it back for their clients and say, see, don't do
this.
that. Yeah, stop that. This is you. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We are grateful to have such a variety of experts. There's often situations where we're talking about something and people with expertise in whatever the conversation's about will text in and call. And
Yeah, real estate agents, librarians. We've had text in, nurses, dental assistants.
My favorite was Steve, the pyrotechnician.
Oh, yes.
That was
We were
cool.
talking about fireworks, and we had an expert.
Yeah.
We were wondering why they didn't do fireworks on the 4th of July, and he had an answer for us.
Yeah, he told us because there's only so many pyrotechnicians, and they have to spread out their time.
you see, this is what you get. So thank you. And by the way, we're Mornings with Brian team.
It's a lifetime of knowledge.
That's Loraine Cuevas.
Hello.
They're over there, Daria Swisher.
Good morning.
And like, for you, it's all in the same speaker, but for me, they're in different places. I call him Brave Sir Ronald, but you know him as Ronald Eastwood.
The Meastwood. Here
the
I am.
Meastwood.
Oh my goodness. Prince just gave.
Prince.
I don't know how.
Wow, from the grave.
From the beyond. Prince in Illyria.
Oh, we
This is
keep
the
doing
second
it.
time today. Oh my gosh. She's actually walking out of the room.
I gotta go.
Let's say hi to Prince.
Hi, Prince. Oh my gosh.
Lorraine in Newcastle. Oh, our
Nice.
friends in Pennsylvania.
They're
have
rising up.
Yes, they are. And then our friend Lauren here moved to Cuyahoga Falls when she came to
Yes.
Ohio 2 years ago, not realizing she was moving to such an important place.
It is. It's the most important place in all
Very
of Ohio.
cute town.
She started a movement.
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
And now we get lots of gifts from there. Would you like to? Thank you.
Thank you to Carol in Cuyahoga Falls for your donation. Cuyahoga Falls, rise up! Be like Carol in Cuyahoga Falls. Please. Give a gift now. Your money will be doubled. Prince, Lorraine, Carol, Mindy, Shyla, all of their money has been doubled. So can yours. We're in a dollar for dollar match. Gifts of all sizes. I'm trying to prove my boss wrong right now. So if you could help me, like that would be really help me. And Brian's not my boss. So just want to make that really clear.
People think that, and you get so offended.
Yeah, I do.
Now, where was Ron when we thanked Prince? Were you like, oh, I should go grab my raspberry beret?
Yes, but I didn't have it handy. I would have had to run out to a secondhand store to get one.
Right.
Oh,
You're over there partying like it's 1999, and I don't even. You're not paying attention, I guess. You know. And you know, I've always wondered, Ron, what does it sound like when the doves cry? Do you know?
I'm still trying to figure out what does the fox say.
Forgot about that one.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Oh, another one, Gail.
Yay!
Oh, thank you, Gail.
Thank you,
in
Gail.
Worcester, that's just south of Medina by half an hour.
And now we've almost reached our match, so we're going to get to a song here in just a moment. But Ron, are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Could you share with us Gail's comment, please? Sorry, Daria.
You are all a blessing to the airwaves. Dad jokes rule. Brian, Ron, Lauren, and Daria are megaphones for Christ and the gospel. Thank you for bringing many local missions to our understanding. Keep laughing. God bless.
Aw.
Ron, what was your favorite part of that comment?
Dad jokes rule.
Yes. Thanks, Gail. Only $495 left in our dollar for dollar match.
And look, Gregory in Lakewood, he's a first-time giver.
Oh, thanks, Gregory.
Thanks, Gregory. You're getting the Moody Bible Commentary excerpt of the Gospels. You could get it too, be a first-time giver, and get your money doubled right now. 800-600-9624 or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624. We got to stop.
Go to moodyradio.org and give now. Just a little bit left in that dollar for dollar.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
partnerships. We sure love the partnerships between Summit Life and Moody Radio. This is J.D. Greer. I want you to know I believe in what Moody Radio is doing. The Bible makes it clear that we should share generously with those who teach us the Word. That's what Moody does day in and day out. It teaches you the Word. It facilitates the hearing and preaching of God's Word. So if you are a Summit Life listener, a Moody Radio listener, now is the time to say thanks with your share gift.
All you have to do what Pastor J.D. Greer just said is grab your phone, text the word share to 800-600-9624. You can call that number, 800-600-9624, or moodyradio.org. We're still $495 away from our dollar for dollar match.
Yes, so one $500 gift could do that, one $495 gift could do that, or a monthly gift of $42, $45 will do that as well.
God bless Daria for doing math for us.
Yeah, I memorized. I don't know that.
I have a calculator in my pocket, like they never said I would, but I have it.
So true.
Yeah, I feel like any math teacher from the
Needs to say
1980s
sorry.
and 90s needs to collectively go in every public place and declare, "Excuse me, can I have your attention, please?
I'm sorry.
I told you all that you'd never have a calculator with you everywhere, and I lied to you.
Here we are.
I was wrong, and I'm sorry."
Also, calculators were not giant. Even if they weren't on our phones, I could have had one in my pocket.
So true.
But in high school, they made us buy that like $1,000 calculator.
Yeah, the smart ones, the Texas Instrument.
Yeah.
And we all just downloaded games on them.
Yeah.
Like really remedial games, of course, because it was a calculator. But
I didn't have that option. Of course, as a freshman, we would get the
Abacus.
Well, we did work with those a little bit, but we would get our calculators. They would supply a calculator to you on a like 30-inch square piece of plywood, nailed or screwed down.
So you wouldn't steal it?
Right. It was your desktop. You had to put your papers on top of this piece of plywood, and that's how you could use the calculator then.
Wow.
So times have changed.
The good old days.
Yeah.
We should attach more things to
So people
plywood
don't
around
steal.
here.
Yeah. Can't put it in your backpack.
So, hey, $495.
Yes, we're in a dollar for dollar match. $495 left in that. So a couple of $50 gifts, a couple of $100 gifts, gifts of all size. I'm trying to prove my boss wrong, so I'd love for you to help me. Let's get it done by 9:45.
So one $500 gift would just seal the deal. Okay. A $1,000 gift would be like spiking the football.
And Brian, why should they give?
Because
you love us.
There's so many good reasons. Anybody who gives is going to get the book by Pastor Carl Clausen, Killing Sin, where he focuses in and gives you basically the lessons he's learned in life on identifying besetting sin and laser targeting, getting rid of that sin. That's yours just for any gift. Then if you're a first-time giver, you get the excerpts of the Moody Bible Commentary, the 4 Gospels. So it's a nicely packaged. It looks similar theme to the whole Bible commentary, but it's just the 4 Gospels. And that can be yours as well as a first-time giver. And if you become a monthly giver of $30 or more, you get $50 off on your Moody Publishers purchases. Yes, not prescriptions.
I mean,
I've been dealing with those a lot in my life, but it's the purchases. And you can get Gary Chapman, the 5 Love Languages. They're all there at Moody Publishers. There's a lot of devotional books and Christian fiction, and of course the Moody Bible Commentary. If you want the whole thing, not just the 4 Gospels, you can get it there.
Ron Eastwood.
Yay!
Thank you. I'll be here tomorrow as well.
Gail, who again just gave from Worcester, thanks Gail, loves your dad jokes as well, Ron. Nice job.
Yes, thank you, Gail.
We love it. Ron, what's brown and sticky?
Stick.
That's Daria's dad joke. All right, it's
my husband's dad joke.
9:35. 9:35 on WCRF. Only $495 left in our dollar for dollar match. It's a $7,000 pile of match money, and we only have $495 left. Will you be the one to tip the scale? We could use your help. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
First of all, I would like to just thank you guys for being on the radio every morning and all the hard work you do, because it's just been peaceful and a light, and it's just helped myself, and I know so many people get through this hard time. So thank you for that.
And thank you for your kind words as we're in the midst of our final full weekday of Spring Share 2025. I have a special treat for us in celebration of something. Loraine, we were sitting there waiting because we had $495 left in match money. What happened?
We went over the match. Woo! Whee! You did it. We haven't seen Independence. Eileen and Independence pushed us over the edge.
Way to go.
Thanks so much, Eileen.
Come
Robert
on,
and Hudson.
Eileen.
Michael and Chesterland, and Gail in Worcester, Gregory in Lakewood, Prince in Elyria, Lorraine in Newcastle, Carol in Cuyahoga Falls.
In honor of our friend Gail in Worcester, I have more dad jokes.
All right.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
I get it.
Lauren, atoms make up everything.
Yeah.
Like that. We're all made of different.
Yeah.
Okay. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both Paris sites.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
What are you, Santa?
You sound like the hecklers from the Muppets.
Yeah.
Why can't a leopard hide?
true.
Why can't a leopard hide?
Because he's always spotted.
Ron nailed it. It's exactly what the website says. I don't have these memorized. Who do you think I am?
We thought you were the dad joke encyclopedia, but apparently not.
What did the llama say to his date? This is a good one.
I don't
Want
know.
to go on a picnic? I'll pack a lunch. See?
Yeah. Alpaca lunch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get it,
see?
get it.
Here
Thanks
we are.
to Michael in Cleveland. Yay!
We're not Ron and Brian. We are Statler and Waldorf.
Yes.
We're grateful for all of your financial support. There's still time to give, and we still need your help. We are right now at 60% of
Yep.
our goal.
That's exactly right.
Ooh, perfect.
60%. So we need your help to trudge towards 100% by tomorrow midday.
Yes.
All right? 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Text share to that number, or just go to moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Week allow us to remain faithful in broadcasting the gospel. Call or text SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
This is Spring Share 2025. Had a number of gifts come in during that last song.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank them, Lauren. What are you doing?
Thank you to Terrence in Parma Heights, who increased their monthly gifts. We love to see that. Thanks to Vivian in Stowe, obviously claiming Stowe for myself. Linda in Willoughby Hills, Kathleen in Macedonia, Deborah in Streetsboro, Michael in Cleveland, Eileen in Independence, Robert in Hudson, which I'm also claiming.
Wow.
So my area is coming through.
When you take all the populated areas, that tends to happen. Okay.
Sorry, that's where I chose to live, and you live nowhere.
Only 200. I live in the middle of nowhere, exactly. We only have $217,000 left to raise to hit our goal. That means we've already raised $327,000.
That's doable.
You've done that. So thank you very much for that. Now, we decided in our, for our morning show at least, this is the last 15 minutes of our weekday version of Share. So we thought we need to bring in a stud at the very end.
Big guns.
We need to bring in somebody who's going to motivate everyone, someone who is beyond legendary. And actually, back in the day, this guy was controversial.
Yeah.
He was so edgy on his version of Christian radio, Saturday Night Live. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Hutchcraft.
Controversial.
You were edgy.
Isn't a stud something that's behind a wall somewhere? I mean, it's
Yeah, every time I buy a 2x4, I use the joke. I'm like, oh, look it, this one's got my name on it. It's just for me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You see, Ron liked that.
Yep.
That's a great dad joke.
Or did you say stub? I'm not sure.
No, but you did that show, right? That was pretty edgy back in the day.
Yeah,
remember?
we did. We did Saturday Night Live, and it was a live studio audience, and we did dramas, and we used some contemporary music that wasn't usually used on the network with their permission, because we were reaching people that weren't listening to Christian radio. We were talking to a younger generation. One of those right now is the pastor of Moody Memorial Church, who told me at NRB how his life was changed as a teenager by listening.
Really?
And I continue to meet pastors and youth leaders and Christian leaders who were the teenagers listening to those programs. I had no idea. But I will say this. Moody Radio had the courage to take a step that nobody had taken before. And we had the first national youth broadcast, and they did what it meant, what you had to do to reach teenagers. Praise God. Lives were changed. But that's the story. The gospel changes everything, and it's going out regularly. The beautiful thing about you, and I love this because I'm with Northeast Ohio now, and I feel right at home in Northeast Ohio.
I know you do.
I've been there a lot, got so many friends. Hello, friends. And some I may not even know, but we're friends by way of radio and being together every day. And I want to thank you guys and if you are giving to this station, I want to thank you for doing that, because I hope you realize what that's doing. See, this is all day, everyday Jesus. You can get Jesus any time of the day or night through Moody Radio. What else is there like that?
That's right.
It's all day, all night. Nothing else. I got to sleep, But I mean, we're there through Moody Radio. And so people in their hour of need, they can come and they can find. And how many times has that happened for you? I know we talk a lot about listener-supported radio here. Can I remind you that you are a radio-supported listener? Think about that. This is full circle. Yeah, it's listener-supported radio. But it's supported by the listeners who are supported by the radio. And Jesus has come to you so many times. And so your gift, let me just make this real clear. Here's the miracle God will do with your gift to Moody Radio, which, by the way, is not about transmitters and microphones and programs. It's about lives at stake. Look beyond Moody Radio. Look at the lives that it touches. This is about them, much more than it is about Moody Radio. So you give a gift today, and God takes your money and turns it into someone getting their chance at Jesus through Moody Radio. Yeah. Someone is getting their chance to go to heaven through. So what a miracle God does with your money. God will take the gift that you give now, today, and he will turn that into hope for somebody's broken heart who is going through the darkest days of their life. And they are desperate for hope. And that hope is Jesus. And they will get that hope through Moody Radio. But you helped it happen. It kind of starts with your gift. And so don't you want to be a part of that? This is holy stuff. This is God's people rising together. You know, if you take your hand with your separate fingers and hit yourself in the face, I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but Brian, I can imagine
I just did
doing that. Yeah, see? Well, it doesn't do too much damage. You get a slap out of it. Let me tell you, if you pull your fingers together and make a fist, Now that can do a knockout. And that's what God people doing. That's what's going on today, is we are taking our separate fingers, and when you call, you are part of a movement of a family of God in Northeast Ohio, and we are putting our fingers together and making a fist that says we're going to fight for lives that are trapped in the darkness right now, and we're going to make sure they get a chance at Jesus to the best that we can. And let's make that fist together as God's people. You call 800-600-9624. I'm giving the number because Brian wakes up in the middle of the night saying it, and his wife slaps him and says, go to sleep, will you? Stop it.
That's true.
800-600-9624. And I'm going to shut up because you need to make a call right now. 800-600-9624.
Ron Hutchcraft, radio legend.
Boy.
I have to say, by the way, that I quote you all the time because you have one of my favorite sayings. You say the best way to tell God's story is to tell your story. And I always attribute it to you, so you don't have to sue me or anything, Ron, but I love it. Thank you for that.
That's just a fact, and it really is true. You know, when the best way to gives people a truth is to wrap it in a story. Jesus taught us that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Story-wrapped truth. And we do that every day on my program, A Word With You, where we wrap the truth of the Bible in a story. Well, the story of Jesus wrapped in your story. The beautiful thing is that people don't have to have their guard up and feel like, oh boy, he's trying to convert me or trying to change my beliefs, because you're telling about who you are. Here's how my life is different because of somebody named Jesus. And as you explain that Jesus difference, I call it a hope story. Hope means things can change you thought could never change. You know, as a follower of Christ, someone who's listening right now, you are a living proof that an addicted person can change. You are living proof that a control freak can change. You are living proof that a husband, a father, a wife, a mother can change because of Jesus. You are living proof that the funeral is different because of Jesus. You are living proof that bad news from the doctor is different because of Jesus. You tell that story. Psalm 107:2 says, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. And the beautiful thing is you wrap his story of how what happened on that middle cross and what happened at that empty tomb is what changed your story and could change their story forever. And my friend, you have your best chance of getting through to that lost heart with the good news of Jesus, because it has come so compellingly and so disarmingly, because it came through your story. By the way, call that number, 800-600-9624. I want to remind you guys, with Easter coming, I've been fascinated with that guy named Joseph of Arithmetic. No, wait, Joseph of, that's it, Joseph of Arimathea, that's it.
That guy,
and, yeah, and here's what it says about him. He was actually part of the Sanhedrin, so he was part of that was the high poobahs, man, and so he's one of them. And it says he was a disciple, Joseph was a disciple of Jesus, but secretly, for fear of the Jews. And I read those words and I thought, I wonder how many of us that describes. I'm a disciple of Jesus, but secretly, for fear. What changed? Because Joseph goes to Pilate and says, I want him buried in my tomb. Well, the whole city's going to know, and his crowd isn't going to like that. What happened to him? He's not secret anymore. I'll tell you what happened. He saw the price Jesus paid for him on the cross. That's the only thing that was different. He saw what Jesus did for him. And when you consider the price Jesus paid for you, you're not a secret anymore. I can't be a disciple of Jesus secretly for fear. I am now openly his for love of the man who loved me like that.
Ron Hutchcraft, again, thank you so much for joining us today to help tell the story of Moody Radio and for being just a friend of Northeast Ohio. We love you, brother.
Well, thank you, guys. You're very encouraging, and I want to encourage my brothers and sisters. Let's get this done today. Let's build the foundation, And then you will know when you listen that you are reaching into lives you have helped build a bridge into lost hearts somewhere in Northeast Ohio. And by the way, I should tell you, Brian, you used the word legend. And the last time I checked, legends are usually about outlaws or dead people. So let's not do the legend thing too much, okay?
Let me think of a better one for you. Celebrity?
Oh, good night. We're going straight downhill. How about just brother? Brother will work really well.
Brother Ron Hutchcraft, we love
There
you.
you
Thanks
go.
again for your time today, my man.
All right. God bless you guys. Love you.
Love you too. All
Bye-bye.
right, so it is Spring Share. You heard it from Ron Hutchcraft. That's the story you're helping to write with your gifts. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Text SHARE to that number or go to moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Pastor Scott Lessing from Grace Church and the Pressing On podcast.
Well, people come to know Jesus on Moody Radio. I'm one of those. But also people grow. They take those next steps with Jesus. They are making Jesus number one in every area of their life because of Moody Radio.
And we're so grateful that you are part of writing that story that Ron Hutchcraft and Pastor Scott Lessing were talking about. A little pregnant pause there as I was contemplating deep thoughts, and I thought he had more to say. That was the other
You
part
forgot to turn your mic on is what happened.
Well, that too. That too.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you were looking at yourself on the iPad.
Actually, yes, I was. Yeah. Anyway, this is going to do it now for Mornings with Brian team. We've been here since 6 a.m. It's the final full weekday. We're grateful for all of you who've given. 1,783 people have already committed to give to this radio station. It's incredible. Thank you. for a total of about $344,000. Now, we still have a little ways to go, but not far.
No, not far at all. $200,766.
That's it. We're 63% of our way towards the goal. Only $200,000 left between today and
That's
tomorrow.
doable.
It's definitely doable.
If you want to help us cross the finish line, give a gift now. Gifts of all sizes help, but we are looking for those bigger gifts. Thanks to Jack in Wadsworth, Laura in Meadville, Karen in Avon Lake, Vivian in Stowe, Terrence in Parma Heights, who helped us this last few minutes.
Viv. The Viv.
Aunt Viv.
Thanks, Aunt Viv. We love you. We're going to have our station manager come in here. He's going to try not to spill coffee.
Yeah,
no
not
guarantees.
on our stuff, please.
No guarantees. But we're going to have a great time. Thanks, Ron Eastwood.
You're welcome.
Loraine Cuevas.
See you tomorrow.
Daria Swisher.
See you Saturday.
Thank you, me.